Hi guys, welcome to the Savvy Money Show with me, your host Sean. I bought some new equipment. It's Black Friday. I hope it improves the volume. Let me know if it does. Got a new microphone. I've got some new cables. I hope it helps. Let me know in the comments box if it does. And I hope I've earned a thumbs up. I wasn't planning on doing another video. This is but so many people have asked me about Workhorse. I had to do one. Some of these screenshots will be and some of these things will be repeats. I apologize about that, but it's because I was planning on doing a Workhorse video in the next couple of days, and you will see how it will. We'll see how we go with it. Anyway, sorry about this. I'm in a couple of Discords, and there will be. As you can see, I was planning on doing a couple of other things as well. There are. These are just a few things that they are articles to where I was planning on putting out. Anyway, if you remember, I spoke about Romeo group. Romeo jumped up. I have sold out of my Romeo, just so you know. And you have the fact I was going to make was, before this short report came out, was that people have been selling, but more and more funds are gaining an entrance into Workhorse, and they tend to hold even when the short reports come out. And we know about light and electric. Now we have the Clean Fleet report. I'm not sure if you've seen that or not. Basically, if passed, it will make up 74% of the EVs will make up 74% of the fleet. However, what some people are saying is delaying it will make sense for Biden to delay it, the vote, purely because we'll wait for Trump to leave the White House, and then there's more chance of it going through. And then we move on to, I think this is of course horsefly drone, and we see here USPS, and if we zoom in on there, powered by electricity, we will see here. I think that fund has said that they believe Workhorse has received confirmation that they received Workhorse contract. And you see here, this is a meme I got sent and I thought it was hilarious. This is all before this tracks.com come out. You can screenshot any of these. And oh, this is going to be Trevor Milton's next venture. And now with the horsefly, you can actually see where your package is because of the cameras they have on there, which they've now applied for FAA approval. Now, and this is the drivetrain, the hub motor, and this is basically the kind of track they had to go around, you know, potholes and, you know, wet surfaces, icy surfaces, carrying a ton of weight, you know, so they could be sure that in any conditions it would be okay. Now you start getting onto the report. I'm sure you've seen the report. Firstly, I don't think the report was as bad as some of them, but guys, welcome to the Savvy Money Show with me, your host Sean. If you want to help support the channel, don't forget to smash that lovely like button, and don't forget to hit the bell notification if you want to be reminded of when a video gets uploaded. And why not smash the sexy subscribe button? A lot sexier than me, just ask the wife. And because I upload multiple times a day. And while you're at it, why not comment in the comment box down below? I'm also putting a load of free links in the description box. Why not check them out? And if you're looking for a free trading platform on which to trade your stocks and shares, why not check out Freetrade, trading with 212 and stake. You get a free share worth up to £200 or dollars for signing up and depositing a small amount. So, but basically it said there was delaying it, and Hindenburg Research, who did a hit piece before, but the thing about Hindenburg is a majority of their hit pieces have had factual research to back it up. Now, you've seen afterwards they've been replied, Hindenburg, we demand a source, like yesterday, because it was written by a guy called Jerry Hirsch on trucks.com, made in America. It said, who is your source, and gave you that statement? Journalism, man. And Hindenburg said, no, Jerry, what are you waiting for? And see here, in response to on Twitter, in response to his Twitter, they've gone, there are only two bidders standing. USPS haven't released an official statement yet. Solid journalism. And someone else, you're a pretty bad journalist if you can't link a source to an article like that. And source, you may want to retract fast. Now, this is the official response from the head of USPS. Due to current COVID pandemic and its impact on postal service and supplier operations, an award is currently planned for the production phase by the end of the calendar year. Postal services cannot comment on which companies are vying for the NGDV contract, the potential subcontractors, team members, or any other details. This is the official thing. And this is all their statements and the dates. There's been no statement since the 5th. And again, when emailed, there is no new information to provide. Sorry about this, this is something else. Now, and Jerry Hirsch, real easy, let's see the email. As you said earlier, you called Kim, now you've got an email. All right, get an attorney quick, you and your trucks.com. Investors are about to get the business. Yeah. Look at this, I lost all respect for trucks.com. Timing and releasing news, you know. This is, and if you see down here, it says here on, this is on Postal Times, and this is why I think he brought it up, anticipates the contract for production phase in first year of 2021. And I think he's using this to say it's been delayed to 2021, but that's the production phase. Here are some of the things I have issues with the report. He didn't post his source. He used open-ended language. He said he called, and then he said he had an email from them. You know, and there's a whole host of other issues as well, but they're the main ones. And as you see here, the Twitter is just blowing up over it. And here's something unrelated. The auto show, there's, moving on from the horsefly drone, there's a mini helicopter, two-seater, called the Shorefly, which you can reserve at Workhorse. Now, it's a hybrid electric multicopter that no one is talking about, and I'm wondering if this is one of their new products that they're going to release in the new year. And someone's contacted Kimberly at USPS, asking them if they released a statement at trucks.com, because basically they're not allowed to contact an individual person before contacting the public, because it's insider trading. And then you see here again, we can't find this information anywhere else, Cherry. Why is USPS giving you information before the rest of the world? His response: because I might be the only reporter who bothered to call and ask. We've been covering this story for years. Now, no offence, but they haven't followed up Workhorse. They don't follow Workhorse. They've been covering this story for years. They've been covering it since the beginning of the year, and all they've said is that it'll be announced at the end of the year. That's the only thing they've got correct. Now, as well as that, they have stated that, I've meant to say as well, trucks.com is a private investor-led company, not something that's public. As I said, they claimed it was an email, and here they said, oh, well, I called and asked, and they said they called them. They would have been better off saying, well, it was a phone call, I've got no record. But then they changed to an email. Now, I've mentioned this before, how drones are supposedly going to be more lucrative than trucks, but that is in the future. And I've also spoke about how the reason Mahindra was knocked out of the running, along with a couple of others, because people think Mahindra was because there was an Indian company. That's not true. Mahindra actually set up a production plant in Michigan and classified themselves as an American company, so that wouldn't have been an issue. It was when they was asked to provide proof that they could put in autonomous driving at some point in the future, and they couldn't. That was before the negotiation phase started, and they couldn't, and they had to pull out. Now, Ford, as you know, started negotiations with Intel for their Mobileye, so they said it was possible for their EV program. Now, they said it was possible in the future with Oshkosh, Ford Oshkosh program. Now, Workhorse, we know it's possible, and it's more likely because they have already confirmed well before, whereas Ford were reliant on another company. I'm not saying Workhorse won't outsource it. They do like to outsource a lot of their things. But I'm just saying, do not be fooled into selling because of these short reports. We've been here before with Fuzzy Panda and a lot of other short sellers. If you want to protect yourself, then just take out some, you know, sell some puts or something, you know. You can easily cover yourself against it going down, but if we all know what's going to happen, it will come back up again. Look at the history of the stock. It goes down, it comes back up again. Now, if you like, you either like the stock or you don't. So it's about whether or not you have the time, you have the belly, you have the hands for this. If you can afford to have your money sitting here until the contract's announced, great. But if you can't, just look at all the funds that have gone in there. People are saying, oh, it's only ARK Invest. Don't just look at ARK Invest, look at all the other funds. The people who have gone out of it, who said, I've made 40%, great, good on you. But look at the other funds who have snapped up their money. Buffett says, you get rich by getting in before institutions. This is the point where institutions are getting in. And retail investors, because they've made it their profit, are getting out. Do you want to be the kind of person who bought Amazon at $6, sold at $30 to $50, and then, while the institutions are picking them up, and then down the road ends up having to buy back in 1,000, 3,000? I wouldn't. Anyway, that's all from me. Don't forget to leave a like and comment in the box below. Let me know what you're doing. I genuinely am interested, and it does help with the channel. I'll see you in the next video.